What's happening, family? Might call this for workers versus bosses, but for now, I just want to touch on something that happened on Facebook. For one, if you're gonna give me constructive criticism, number one, like my shit first. Do that. At least do that. Because if not, then you look like a hater, right? Number two, if you're going to tell me that the choices that I'm making in life, or the investments, or whatever, how I financially do things, make sure you're in a better position than me. You know what I mean? And if you're not, then you just give me advice, that's cool. But if you're going to try to say that I can't be smart, because if I was smart, I would have $1 million. But then if I have way more money than you, and you're saying this shit, I can't take you serious. See, everybody has all the answers on, oh, just invest. It sounds so good, don't it? It sounds so good on paper. Just invest, dog. Real estate, all this. Man, a wise man once said that everybody got all the ideas, but they don't really got the receipts. They got all the ideas in the world, man. Do this and do that, dog. And they only doing this because this is what they hear. They hear from other people. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna get some real estate, dog. I'm gonna get my CDL. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get my own business doing this. It all sound good, man. The talk sound good, but you gotta walk. Everybody got a plan until they're punched in the mouth, and that's the title of this video. And I'm gonna have a picture of Mike Tyson because he the one that said that shit. Everybody got a plan until they punched in the mouth, man. Until they get punched in the mouth, everybody got a plan. I mean, of course, people are gonna say, get real estate. But everybody that got real estate ain't winning. Everybody that got real estate is not winning. People are gonna say, buy a house. Everybody that bought a house ain't winning. I can go on and on. The moral of the story is, just because you invest in something, it doesn't mean that it's going to be lucrative. It doesn't mean it's going to be positive. Furthermore, why invest in things or put yourself in positions to deal with things that you're not passionate about? If you're not passionate about real estate, don't get into real estate. Or have somebody else do it, but you still want to keep your eye on it, I guess, type shit. But to me, if I'm not passionate about it, I'm not dealing with it. Or if it's not benefiting me more than what I'm doing right now, I'm not doing it. She also said this. She said, invest in or work for yourself, and then you'll be free, not just financially free. And this is how I know that a lot of people out here are dumb. You know what I mean? Because when you become your own boss, you actually probably work more. I know what they tell you on paper. You become your boss, you're gonna be free, and you ain't gonna have to do shit. No, that's when you make passive income. See, there's a difference. You could be your own boss, but you still have to work. You still gotta grind. Passive income and being your own boss is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Passive income is when you don't even got to be around to make the money. It's just there. It's just making money. Being a boss, you still probably have to go. I know a dude that owns 2 of these Arby's, and he's working there more than anybody else. See, people think that once they get this title, boss, that they no longer have to work anymore, and life is just, a cup of tea and shit. And it's sad, really. Also, what people think is, if you are not your own boss, that you're not your boss. iSupply is not my boss. When I give them time and I work for them. They tell me what to do as far as their company working for them, but technically they're not my boss. They don't determine what I do with my money. You know what I mean? I don't have to stay here. I could go work somewhere else. You know what I mean? I'm not stuck here because I moved like a boss. You see that? You don't have to be a boss to move like a boss. You could actually be a boss and move like a worker. But these people who have small minds are telling y'all that if you don't have the title boss, then you're wasting your time, you're getting breadcrumbs, etc. And I know why they're saying that, but everything ain't everything. Because guess what? I can't name one truck driver that owns a truck. One truck. Now, if they own multiple trucks, I give you that. But I can't name one that owns one truck that has more money than me, right? And has more freedom time than me. Not an owner-operator. They're gone. They're gone 30 days at a time. They're a boss. I'm a boss, nigga. I'm a boss. Yeah, you're going 30 days at a time. I'm home every night. Where's the freedom at? I thought they got more freedom because they're the boss. Right? Not only that, they make more than you, but they got more expenses than you. Way more. I don't have any expenses on this truck. None. But if I was the boss, I would. Yeah, I make more money, but I'm paying more money. This is the things that they're not telling y'all. So you can just, you don't have to just apply this with truck. It can apply to anything if you own that Wendy's. It looked like, damn, that boss making all that money at that Wendy's, but look how much money that boss got to put out. Floyd Mayweather made 300 or something in one fight, but at the end of it all, he only got like 150. Now, if he wasn't a boss, of course he wouldn't have made that. But people don't look at what it really means to be a boss. All they do is sit back and talk shit. I know plenty of men that are bosses that don't have more money than me. They will literally say it. Let me get a couple of that, dog, so I can do this with this. Wait a minute. I thought that they smarter than me and they the boss and they should be on top of the world because I'm just a worker and they're a boss. Obviously, maybe I am smart. Maybe there is some intelligence there. Just because you invest don't mean it's going to work. Until I find an investment that can gross me over $1,000 a week, I'm not really in the mood to budge. But don't leave your money in the bank, dog, because the dollar appreciates and it's going to decrease. And then, okay, so what? Put it in a dumbass investment then? Or just leave it in my house so one of you motherfuckers can break into it, or the house get burned up. I mean, which one? There's only 3 choices really: invest it in something good, or invest it in something bad, or just leave it in a fucking safe or something. But every investment ain't good. It's not guaranteed. If all you had to do is invest in real estate, then everybody would just do it. Everybody. If all you had to do is buy Wendy's, then everybody would do it. There's reasons why there's competition and people put their money in different things. People act like you just put your money into this because it sounds lucrative, it's going to work. By default, it's going to work. That's not how this works, dog. That's not how this works. Don't work that way. What about LeBron James and all them football players and stuff? The owner's their boss, right? Technically. But at the end of the day, LeBron James is the boss. All those other football players, if they smart, they're a boss still. There's levels to boss. Just because you working for a boss don't mean you can't be a boss. Just because you work at McDonald's don't mean, well, I'll just work at McDonald's. No, you got to have the mindset that I'm a boss. I'm going to move like a boss. I'm going to think like a boss. Stop letting these people think that just because they own their little hairdresser or something, or they own hair or whatever. Whatever. I'm not just saying hair, whatever people got going on. Because they own boss, that they are smarter than you and they're better than you, because 9 times out of 10 it's not true. 9 times out of 10, everybody that I know that is a so-called boss, they cannot hold a candle to what I'm worth. I'm telling you. And I'm not being funny. So if that's the case, then I don't want to be a boss. I'd rather just be this worker. Floyd's Roman noodle maker, I heard he made like $1 million a year. Man, where Floyd at? I work for you, Floyd. I make on-call noodles for you for $1 million a year. I don't give a fuck what people say about you working for Floyd. He breadcrumbing you. I don't give a fuck what you say. I know what I'm going to do with the $1 million. It don't matter if I work for that person. I don't look at myself as the worker. I'm working for myself. I make Floyd noodles, but I'm working for myself. I unload these trucks for iSupply, but I do it for myself. I'm still my boss. I'm still in charge of my life. But people just hear what people say, and they don't have no receipts. Because if you were so smart and you knew how to make $1 million so quick, why don't you got it? Why don't you got it? If it's that easy. Because it's not that easy. If it was, you would have it. Name me one person that's going to say, I know how to make $1 million, dog, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to talk about it. This is the problem. That's all they do is talk. Because they listening to other people, but why is so many Americans in debt or broke or struggling? If everybody, if there's this smart way that works, no matter what, and you know, it's the all be all. Why don't everybody just do that and then boom, everybody rich? Why not? You know, for example, real estate. Why don't everybody just get in real estate? What about the people that are athletes? There's some of these pro athletes, dog. They've had more money than I've ever had in my life, but I'm richer than them now. Some of these former football players. They're broker than me, dog, and they had way more money than me. And I'm sure they listen to people investing here, and then what can they do? See, a lot of people think there's a difference between what you're worth and what you actually, like what you lucratively got. Like you could own 5 properties, but they ain't doing shit. You own them, cool. You know, they could potentially be worth something, but until you actually sell them, they're just that. For example, I could have a painting worth $1 million, but until I actually sell the motherfucker, it's just a fucking painting. People just talk, man. People just talk. They don't have the answers, because if they did, their life would be in the position of the proof. Like, if you're going to tell me about what I should do with this money or that money, then I need to see some proof or something. Either I need to see some proof or show me, don't tell me that I should invest. Tell me what to invest in. See, everybody want to say invest, but they don't got no answers for you. Kind of like on YouTube, you look up, well, how to turn this much money into that. And then you look at all these videos and they're telling you, like, in real estate or something. They don't explain nothing, though. They just saying real estate. That's not enough. Who would have thought the dishwasher would turn into Oprah? Oprah started as a dishwasher, right? Now look at her. Don't let these people fool you, man. A title is just that, a title. You know, I could say that I'm a dad, right? Or a husband or something like that, but be cheating and not take care of my kid. It's a fucking title. Just because you are a title, the boss, don't mean that you really are a boss. There's people who have inherited businesses because of their family, and they don't move nothing like a boss. In fact, the dad is probably rolling in his grave that he gave the business to the son that's about to lose the business. Yeah, the son's the boss, but he moves nothing like the boss. Some of these companies, the workers know more than the boss about the company. But according to certain people, you know, on your Facebooks and shit, that if you're not if you don't have a certain amount of money or something, you're stupid or some shit. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Money don't equal intelligence. And most people who are rich have either stepped on somebody, inherited it, or they was taught by somebody. They didn't just wake up one day and boom, they were so smart and so much of a genius that they just figured out how to do it. No, somebody probably taught them. People like, that's why they say rich people hang around rich people. People like Jay-Z and them, they were smart enough to hang around people who know how to make money so they can learn how to make money. It's not people out here that they just so smart and they just figured out how to make money. That's why a lot of people are telling you, if you would have invested, you would have had this or that. You don't know that. If I would have invested, I could have been broke. You don't know that. Furthermore, you don't want to invest in something that you're not passionate about. Everybody say real estate. That's something that doesn't seem that passionate to me. I don't think I want to deal with houses. There's other shit I could do. Parasailing seems like something I like. I like to be on the sea. I like to look at the ocean and be on the ocean and the beach and shit. And you can make money doing it with jet ski business and shit. Why maybe I want to do that? You know, people say like, well, if you would have invested, you would have had $1 million by now. First of all, I really didn't start making a lot more money until like 2.5 years ago. Before that, it was kind of a struggle. So would I really? You know what I mean? There's people like, I can say this. There's a lot of people that work where I work that make more money than me, but they don't have more money than me. Why? I mean, could it be because there's something in my brain that's making me do certain things the smart way? Oh, but they have child support. Yeah, well, why didn't they use their brain and not get the woman pregnant? See, being intelligent isn't just about making money. What about everything else you got to dodge in life? You know what I mean? What about that? What about not having kids by the wrong people? All this shit. All that shit matters. So before somebody calls me dumb again over some dumbass shit, please come with some type of receipts. At the end of the day, everybody wants to invest and everybody wants to work for themselves, blah, 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 and have the less or have more freedom and all that. But I'm working on that. You know, but I trust God too. I don't like to rush the hand of God. God got me this far by being patient. Why would let me hurry up and invest here and here? That's foolishness. That's what a lot of people do, and look where it ends them up at. They end up broken shit, man. I'm telling you, man. Don't be stupid out here, man. All money ain't good money. Every investment ain't a good investment. You think Jay-Z invests in every fucking investment? No, he got to find the right ones. You know what I mean? But, you know, you let certain people tell it, you know, they done heard somebody else say, invest in this, and this is how you get rich, and that's why they think that. That's why they think they know what to do with my money. You know what I mean? But yet you don't even have the money to even do it. It don't make sense. Shouldn't you have the money by now to do it, since you know what to do with money so much? And since everybody's a fucking boss around this motherfucker, everybody's a boss around this bitch and know what to do with the money so much, but yet don't have no money. It don't make sense to me, man. It's foolishness. It's foolishness, man. You got to start somewhere. And I don't like it because I feel like a lot of younger people hear people talk like that and they feel like they got to jump from here to up here. But that's not the case. A lot of y'all young people got to realize you got to start, maybe you got to start at Wendy's at first. Who would have thought the dishwasher turned into Oprah? You can't listen to these people who are telling you that just don't work for nobody, work for yourself, and it's ridiculous. You might have to work for somebody for a while, but be a boss. Think like a boss when you work at Wendy's. When you that 18-year-old kid or whatever. Think like a boss when you at Wendy's. Save your money, manage your money right. Yeah, you work at Wendy's as a worker, but that don't mean you got to move like one. Then you got people who they own bosses at chicken places or whatever, and they still struggling. They getting all kind of money, but what are they doing with it? They not moving like a boss. So at the end of the day, does it really matter if you work for somebody or not? Because at the end of the day, if you're smart enough, you're going to be working for yourself, whether you work for somebody's company or not. AKA LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, etc. They work for somebody. They work for the Lakers. But if they're smart, they really their own boss at the end of the fucking day. Because they're going to do what's right with their money. You see what I'm saying? They doing this for them. They ain't doing it just for the Lakers. If that's the case, then what the fuck they getting paid for? People don't just come to work for the fucking job. They come for themselves so they can get paid. But you got these people out here pumped up on this boss tip, this title, man. And look at most of them. They not really living like a boss. But they claim they bosses, man. That's because they think the title puts them up here. But it's really you. The man makes the money. The money don't make the man. Remember that shit. The man makes the money. The money don't make the man. They think the money make the man. That's why they think a title is what the all be all and all that crazy ass shit. It's getting hot in this truck, so I gotta go, y'all. That's all I gotta say, man. We're going to invest. I trust God. I feel like when God wants me, whatever God wants me to do with my money, God's going to show me. I don't need nobody else to tell me nothing. You should have been here in life or there. How you know? I could be exactly where God wants me to be. Here you are saying, like you God. You ain't God. Worry about what you got going on. God can have me exactly where he wants me. But here you go saying, nah, this ain't where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be here. How do you know that? I could actually be further than what I actually was projected to be. You don't know that. That's the problem with people, man. They think they know everything, but no receipts. No receipts. Furthermore, you know your life better than anybody else. Don't let nobody else tell you where your life should be or this or that. They don't know what you've been through. They have no idea, man, at all. At all. And I don't want to hear no excuses about, oh, well, he got this or that, and he got kids and this and that. We all had the same opportunity. I can see if I was born rich and you wasn't, that's a little different. But if we was born poor and we all had the same opportunity to dodge the same bullshit in life, because we all facing the same shit, ain't no excuses. But all you do is go to work and that's it. That's easy. Anybody can do that. For one, anybody can't do it, because if they did, then nobody would be broke. Number two, that ain't the only thing that you have to do in life. People act like that was all you had to do in life. And then boom, you had a bunch of money or something. Fuck out of here, man. That's not how life works. What about the people who make way more money than you and still don't have more money than you? What about that? What happened? Obviously, they're not smart enough to be moving right. Something's not right up there. It ain't that easy. If it was that easy, everybody would have it. Everybody damn near had, by the time 30, touched at least $1 million in their whole lifetime. At least touched it. You know what separates who from who? Decisions and shit like that. And it ain't always about investing. It's about what it could be, sleeping with the wrong person and getting them pregnant. That's an investment, really, if you think about it. Because if you get the girl pregnant or the dude get pregnant by the dude, now it sets you back in life a little bit. That's still an investment. You didn't literally take money and invest it, but your life, you as a person, you invested in something you shouldn't have fucked with. So please miss me with the bullshit about this boss and investing and you should be better in life. Or you should, that'd be like me telling somebody you should be in a better position in life than you are right now. That's like a slap in somebody's face. Like, you should be better than where you are right now. But yet you're not even better, in a better position than me. At least be in a better position than me to say it. Don't say it and you not even close. That don't make sense. That just looked like a hater to me. I'm sorry. I'm out.